Hi, Carl. My name is Greg Owen, and I was asked to give you a little bit of information about employees using their cell phones to text on behalf of the business. Now, I've been a lawyer for 46 years. I was a state prosecutor, gang prosecutor, and then I ended up being detailed to the Attorney General's office in Washington, D.C. And when I was there, I was single. We were told not to fraternize with the Attorney General women. So we would just march 7 blocks down the street, down the road there in Washington, and we'd start hanging out with those folks who worked for the FCC. So over the course of time, I built some really strong relationship with FCC attorneys and lawyers who went into private practice who specialize in FCC law. So 13 years ago, when I decided to come up with this idea to text on behalf of dealers, I figured I better call my friends from the FCC and get the rundown on what's this all about. And they told me about something called the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, TCPA. And they said you better read it and read it and read it and read it and understand every single clause. So, as instructor, 13 years ago, I spent an inordinate amount of time really understanding what the Telephone Consumer Protection Act is. It's changed over the years by declaratory rulings of the FCC, but the law itself is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. So one of the things I want you to keep in mind is basically in TCPA law, there's only two basic things you have to watch out for. And that is the messaging being sent out by your dealership via text or phone calls, is it marketing, or is it basically just giving information or dealing with a transaction that's ongoing? That's it. Now, you need consent. Did the person say it was okay for you to text them? That's important too. Now, if it's marketing, you need written consent, and that makes it tough. Now, I was told, maybe incorrectly, but I was told that some of the folks at your dealership text from their personal phones. Now, that's a little different area of law. It's called principal and agent. So there's two scenarios here. They text from their personal phone. They say, this is John from whatever car dealership. We got some special deals on these cars. Now, and there's his phone number. Now, if nobody at your store tells that guy not to do that, that is now adopted, that number, as a business phone for your dealership. And the biggest thing that's wrong with that is that's marketing, and you've got definitely no opt-ins. You got no written authorization. But what amplifies it and makes it worse is the FCC makes it clear in business or any kind of business to consumer text messaging, regardless of what's individual's phone or a business company's text phone, you have to give the consumer a way to opt out. As you know, if you send me a text message or I send you one, there's no way to opt out. You can't block me unless you block me in the whole system. Well, the FCC says that's mandatory, and you can't do that on a personal phone. Now, we have an app which can be used on the employee's personal phone, which has the capabilities to opt out just exactly as the law reads. So I think that's just about it. I hope you've gleaned enough from this to get a little idea that, and what makes it even worse is if the guy's got a business card, or the woman, from your dealership, and on that business card is his cell number. So if he's texting from that number, that's principal agent law, as I said before. That means your dealership has adopted that number as a number to be used for your business, and therefore you're tied to all the rules of the TCPA. Okay? You feel free to contact me or whoever you're talking to at Text to Drive. Like I said, I'm the owner, founder, and I've been doing this a long time, practicing law a long time. So more than happy to help you out. Thanks.